let's get into this next witness and see who the state is going to call next. They've been going through them pretty quick.
The state can call its next witness.
Yeah, Massachusetts. Who do we have up next? Yeah, Detroit, they have things going on too.
I can go ahead and come in, but if y'all give me just a second, the IT is contacting me about the sound system, and I just need to respond about when they can come or what issues we need to fix. So just give me
Oh,
one
that'll be
second.
nice if we can get the sound updated. So let's go ahead and skip ahead to the next witness because we got some delay here. Here we go. One thing about Georgia, sound system's garbage. These Georgia courtrooms haven't had their sound system updated since Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone.
The testimony you give in this case is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right, thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. And
What's up, KP? And this attorney just does not like using a microphone at all.
Thank you. Introduce yourself as judge, please.
My name is Benjamin Finken.
Hold on, let me turn up the sound for
My
y'all.
name is Benjamin Finken.
There you go. Towards you and adjust it how you need to so you're comfortable with it.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been how old are you now?
27, just turned
And how old were you back in this collision room?
17.
How is it that you knew Dylan?
We grew up together. We were neighbors since before I was born. So, you know, I've been going over there, hanging out with Dylan and his family since I was in diapers. So,
Did you say his name was Benjamin
So I
Franklin?
assume that you also knew Quentin?
yes, ma'am.
And how did you know Kylie is Bella?
I knew them through Dylan. They had went to the same high school at some point.
And what high school did you go to?
Douglas County.
Okay, and where did Dylan go?
He went to Douglas County and South Paul.
And then Kylie and Isabella were where?
South Paul.
And how long had you known them? That's a poorly worded question. How long had you known Kylie and Isabella?
A little over a year and a half, maybe.
Finken.
Had you hung out before together, all of you?
Before the day of the accident? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So Benjamin was also in the car, guys. That's who this is.
Too many to remember
Okay.
exact number.
Now, were either of you dating either of them?
No, ma'am. I was dating someone, but it wasn't either one of the girls.
Okay. And who was that?
Bethany.
And how long had you been seeing her?
We had been dating for about a year and a half.
Okay. So how
Benjamin
is it
was
that
in
you
the
and
car.
Dylan got together that evening?
Dylan had called me while I was there at Bethany's and was just like, hey, you know, he had said that he had talked to the two girls and that they had planned on going out to TJ's that afternoon and asked for me to drive him in my car since Dylan's truck was messed up at the time.
Okay. So you were the chauffeur?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, would that have been something that you would have brought Bethany to?
No, ma'am.
And why not?
Her something about her mom just didn't want her to.
Okay. So you leave Bethany's and go where?
To Dylan.
And are Kylie and Isabella there when you arrived? Do they show up later?
They showed up later. Yes, ma'am. I was probably there at the walls for about 30 minutes to an hour, I guess. it's kind of hard to remember a little bit on the exact time, but I knew it was a good bit of time that I was there at Dylan's before the girls showed up.
And once they get there, what do you guys do?
Me, Dylan, the two girls, and Dylan's younger brother Quentin all pile into my little Nissan Sentra and head out towards TJ's.
At that point, you were driving?
Yeah.
All right. And how long had you had
So
your
this was
license?
before the accident.
I got my license August 2nd of that year, so a little over a month.
So beginning of August to the end of September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where do you go?
What do you mean?
You leave Dylan's house, and where do you go?
Oh, we're heading towards TJ's.
No,
Where
he
is
was a
that?
passenger during the accident.
His,
He drove them to the party initially.
It's off of 27. I mean, we were pretty much heading there when the accident occurred. Well, not then, but same route.
Okay. Are you going to TJ's grandparents'
Yes, ma'am.
property?
Yes, ma'am.
Just
And
answer
on
the
the
questions,
way-
man. You'll
Are you
be all
supposed
right.
to stop somewhere else?
Yes, ma'am. About halfway between, we got on I-20 up Post Road, there in Douglasville. About halfway from Post Road to the Bremen ramp, one of the girls, I forgot which one, had asked for me to stop at McDonald's because they were hungry. There's a McDonald's off to the right whenever you go getting off the interstate there at Bremen.
I know where
And
it is.
instead of getting the right lane to go to McDonald's, I was in the left lane because in my mind I was just like, you know, my goal was to get to TJ's.
Right.
So I was just like, that was all that was in my head, and I had forgotten that the girls had asked to, you know, stop at McDonald's. So I had, you know, while we were sitting there at the intersection, I had looked over at Dylan and I was just like, well, I could just, you know, get over in that right lane and just go up there to the McDonald's. And then that was when we all just kind of agreed to go to TJ's. And if the girl, you know, because TJ most of the time had snacks and stuff there at the shop. And I was just like, well, you know, we can
That's
kind of
kinda
ransack
crazy.
through, see what TJ has to eat.
They almost never went
If
to
you're
the
still hungry
McDonald's.
after, or if there's nothing to eat, then we can always just come back out to McDonald's and get y'all some food.
So you went ahead and you went directly to TJ's.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was the plan for the evening? What did you pack on?
The plan for the evening was to just kind of hang out, chill. Dylan and TJ were in a workout regimen at that time, so they were working out real hard and stuff like that. And so, pretty much by the time we pulled up to TJ's, Dylan was already downstairs. By the next thing I know, he's down there bench pressing with TJ. So.
And what are you doing?
Me and Quentin were upstairs in the top of the shop, just listening to music, hanging out with the girls. There was cupcakes from a senior party that TJ was a part of that he had extra of. So we all kind of pretty much had a cupcake sitting there eating, and then of course, you know, the girls, they pretty much looked at me because I was the one that drove there, and they were just like, these cupcakes, they're not enough. They're like, we need some solid food, so you think you can take us out of McDonald's? So I went to go downstairs where TJ and Dylan were working out, and told them that, you know, the girls were still hungry. They wanted some actual substance, some real food, and that they wanted to go out to McDonald's. So we all pretty much just piled up into the car besides Quentin and headed out.
Now, at this point, who is driving?
Dylan.
Why is that?
Because of
Can't
one,
tell, the camera's working.
me not having my license for that long, and Dylan kind of had he was kind of sketchy and scared of my driving on the way out there, so it was just like that. And I was 17, so I still had a curfew on my license and stuff. So and it was getting close enough to pass my curfew time, so I just gave the keys to Dylan anyway.
So to be clear, it's dark.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
What's
Yes.
the weather like?
overcast, kind of almost like it's raining, like it was like wanting to rain, but it hadn't yet.
So you said you left Quentin, and the rest of you, the four of you, got moved.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you go?
I don't remember. We were supposed to have gone to McDonald's, but I don't remember ever going there.
What is the last thing you do remember?
Pulling out of the Kangaroo.
Okay, so you were at the Kangaroo.
Yes, ma'am. The gas station.
All right, do you remember?
He
what
finna
happened
cry.
there?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
It's okay, Benjamin. You can cry, man. You
Coming out
about
of
to
the
cry.
Kangaroo, Dylan is still driving,
Yes, ma'am.
and where do you go then?
We take a left out of the parking lot, go across 27, and we're going back up to take that left right there at the BP.
Okay. Now, tell me where is everybody in the car?
I'm passenger seat, Dylan's driver.
When you say passenger seat, front, back?
I'm front passenger.
Okay.
And then Isabella was behind me, and Kylie was behind Dylan.
Okay. All right, so continue. You were coming to the turn.
Mm-hmm. And I was on my phone at the time because I was in an argument with Bethany, and so I was, constantly looking down at my phone.
Do you remember what you argued about?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
If it's super private.
I remember. I wasn't even there. Y'all know what you said? Why you hanging out with them, girl? I can't believe you better not be with them in the car right now. That's why he's laughing. You know that's exactly what she said. You better not be with. Is Isabella there? You better not be with Kylie. Let me find out. That's all right, Benjamin. Hey, listen, man. I hope he tells us. I don't know yet, but we know what it was.
It's okay. No, she was just arguing that I wasn't spending a lot of time with her, stuff like that. And then I was just like, well, I promise,
I was there, guys.
I haven't left you to, go pick up Dylan and stuff like that too many times. I was like, I promise, it's gonna be like one of the last times. And then when I said I love you, she said I know. She didn't say I love you back, so that kind of started the argument. Not argument, that just kind of hit me home a little bit. So I was just sitting there staring at my phone. But that was whenever Dylan was going up to take that turn. And I just was looking down at my phone. Dylan was just like, "You see headlights?" I'm like, I look up. Nope, I don't see any headlights. Dylan makes that turn. Sitting there still looking at my phone. Put my phone down. Look to the right. See headlights. Next thing I know, I wake up at Grady.
Do you remember anything between the impact and being in the hospital?
Do not remember anything. Not after the impact.
Wow.
Next thing I know is I just woke up at Grady.
Jeez.
Had anybody
Lucky he woke
been
up.
drinking at TJ before you guys left again to go to McDonald's?
I don't recall. I don't remember.
Okay.
That's fair. One of the few people that I don't recall applies to.
How long were you in the hospital?
A little over a week, I think. I think it was right at a week or maybe a little over.
Now, I'm sure you was in more states. 4,
Mm-hmm.
5.
I wonder if him and Bethany are still together.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recognize
10 years ago.
these?
Yes,
Who is the individual in the pictures?
myself.
Where are you when these pictures are taken?
I'm pretty sure that was at Grady, most of them.
Your Honor, at this time, we have 10 states 4 through 6.
No, there's 4 through 6.
4 through 6 are admitted.
Permission to publish. And so, tell me what this is a photograph of.
Me laying in, me laying in the hospital room. I
Yeah,
guess,
they took him about an hour away.
ICU.
They took him
I
to
don't know
Grady
what
from
part I was
Carrollton.
at when that picture was taken.
You spent some time in the ICU.
Yes, ma'am.
In 5. This will be just a close-up photograph of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And 6. This would be a picture of your face on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Nope, just Tanner.
you wake up in the hospital. Do you remember what is happening to you at that point?
No.
Do you know what your injuries are?
No.
Tanner's probably the only one
You
that
don't
could have.
remember anything anytime spent in the
Yeah.
ambulance?
Mary knows.
Now, once you left the hospital, did you have any further medical treatment?
I went to the Shepherd Center
What for?
just to be rehabilitated back into school because with me having a TBI and stuff like that, the
What
school's
is a TBI?
traumatic brain injury. The school wanted me to go through, I forgot what course it was, but I had to do something about for school where they just made sure I could still read and write and still have memory and stuff like that. And then the other one was more for the driving, making sure I still had cognitive and motor function and, fast reaction times to, be able to drive and stuff like that. But besides Shepherd Center, I haven't had any other medical stuff.
How long was your therapy?
3 months, I think, there at Shepherd Center. But my parents would know more about that than I would.
Okay. And has some of your memory come back as time has passed?
Not really. I mean, it's pretty much been the same throughout.
So there's still big spaces that you just don't remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
There it is.
Good morning, Mr. Finger.
Morning.
Ask a few questions of you this morning. Now, as you said here today, you said you're 27 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living now?
I am a welder for a company called Division 5.
And how long have you been a welder?
I've been welding since high school.
Okay. I'm going to take you back, and as best you can, I want you to help me and make sure we get this story correct. You and Mr. Wall were next door neighbors or very close neighbors?
Yes, sir.
Were y'all next door or same neighborhood?
Well, technically there's us, TJ's granddad, and then Dylan.
Okay.
TJ's granddad lives between me and Dylan.
And just to orient the jury, where is that? Where's the location at? What road's that?
Up North Flat Rock Road, Douglasville, Georgia.
Is it fair to say that it's north of Highway 78, north of Bankhead, going into Douglas County?
I have no idea I have no idea.
Okay. If you're going to Douglas County on 78, it's on the left-hand side of the railroad tracks.
Yes, sir, it's over the railroad tracks.
It's on the Paulding County side of the state.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. All right. And the night question, an afternoon question, do you recall about what time you left, I think her name was Bethany, young lady's house? Did you leave her? Were you talking? Tell me exactly what happened.
We were watching a movie.
At her house?
Mm-hmm.
Where did she live? And where did she live at the time?
Okay, I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. Even back then, I couldn't tell you. It's some road off to the side that I've never been on, really.
Was it in Douglas County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And so you left her home at some point in time, and were you driving yourself then from her house?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What car were you driving?
The Nissan Sentra.
Okay. Is that your car?
Yes, sir.
Was it titled to you and your grandparents? Or-
My dad.
Yeah. Okay. And if we would, let's talk a little bit about that car. What make and model was it?
It was a Nissan Sentra, 2002, 2004, something like that. And then,
What was mileage on it at the time? Do you remember?
no idea.
It wasn't a new car, is that fair?
No, sir. It was a hand-me-down.
Okay. Would you consider that car being fast?
No, sir.
Okay. It had, well, there's photographs that showed it had a 1.8 liter motor. Is that what you remember it being?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Now, you testified that you left the house. Now, you went over to the wall. Did you drive over there or did you walk over there because it was so close?
I drove.
Okay. All right. 2 driveways now.
I wasn't coming from my house. I was coming from Bethany's.
Fair enough, but 2 driveways down from your house.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He is not feeling
All right,
this
so
guy.
you start out, you say you're there a while. Do you recall what time you left the ballpark?
No idea.
Okay, fair enough. Now, at some point in time, the 2 young ladies get in your car. How did they get in your car?
They drove to Dylan's house from wherever they were coming from.
Okay. So they met you at Dylan's house?
Yes.
All right. And did you call them? Did Dylan call them? Do you know who?
Dylan texted them.
Okay. And they showed up?
Mhm.
Okay. Is that a yes?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't remember this is the court reporter I said. So they show up. Is anybody with them?
No.
Okay. How did they get there if you know? They drive themselves?
They drove themselves.
Okay. All right. You know who drove? If you don't, it's okay.
No idea.
Okay. How long after the girls get there do you guys leave?
Shortly after.
15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Shortly.
Okay. Now, you drove, so you know the route that you took to get to Highway 27.
Yes.
What route did you take?
Well, we take a left out of our driveway, go till it dead ends into Chicago Avenue, take a right, and then take a left there at the intersection, go up on South Flat, cross over the tracks on 78, take 78 to Post Road, get on I-20, take I-20 to Raymond.
Gotcha. And that's the route you were taking at?
Yes, sir.
All right. And no stops along the way
No, sir.
that you remember?
Yeah, none that I can remember.
Fair enough. And who is in the car? And you mentioned the position on the way out there were 5 of you, right? And not 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Wall's younger brother
Yes, sir.
was in the car. He was not in the car at the accident. He was on the way out.
Yes, sir.
All right. So did y'all have to wait on him, or was he have to walk home as well?
He was there.
All right. All right. So you head out, and then you get to. You mentioned you got off the interstate at exit 11. You said Green. You made a left or right?
I made a left.
Okay. And had you been to TJ's house before?
Yes.
How many times?
No idea, because I've known TJ about as long as I've known the Walls.
Okay. All right. And that's because his grandparent lived right next door.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you go to TJ's house and you're there. How many other people are there
Just us.
when you say us? I mean, the people in your car?
The people in the car, including, and then TJ on top of that.
Okay.
That's it.
Anybody else there?
No.
All right. And you mentioned about there being a barn situation, shop
Yeah, he
barn.
just-
or-
It's a workshop.
Okay, workshop. Are there tractors in there or what's in there?
There's a garage where there is an old timey F-150 that was TJ's granddad's over in one part of the shop. The other part was a woodworking shop. So I had all the materials, the lathes, and all that stuff.
Okay. Now, and just so we're clear about this, you said you went to Douglas County High School. You were at Douglas County High School at the time.
Yes, sir.
All right. And was Dylan Wall in Douglas County with you at the time?
No, he graduated.
He graduated. Did he graduate Douglas County or South Florida?
Douglas.
Okay. But he'd gone to South Florida at some time, you said, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And both the young ladies had gone to South Florida, correct? Or in
Yes.
Rome? Okay. Now, you'd only had your license 65 days, is that about right?
Sounds like.
Okay. Now, you testified earlier that halfway through between Post Road and exit 11, that one of the girls said, "Hey, we're hungry." Do you remember who that was?
No, sir.
Okay.
Not 100%.
All right. So, at the time, in 2015, did you consider stopping at either of the Bill River locations? There were McDonald's at both, but you just...
No, because I didn't know of those locations. I only knew of the location right there off the exit.
Okay. Did you consider stopping at the Temple location where there was food restaurants?
Nope.
Okay. So you had decided that you were just going to stop at the McDonald's off of X11 because you knew where it was?
Yes.
All right. All right, so you get off, you said you make a left, and then, just so we're clear, do you recall what road you made a left on to get to TJ Silver's?
No, I do not recall.
I told you it's Holly Springs Road, was that?
That sounds about right.
And was that a road that was adjacent to Riverside or next to a BP gas station?
Yes, sir.
All right. So is that direction that you traveled to get to TJ's originally?
Yes.
All right. So now, you get to TJ's. I'm assuming you guys get out of the car and go inside at some point in time.
Yes, sir.
All right. How long were you there before you left?
15, 20 minutes.
All right. And you left, and you testified earlier that you left because one of the girls, or both the girls,
Both.
wanted real food.
Yes.
Is that fair? Okay. Not cakes or crackers or whatever you would say.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or cupcakes.
It's cupcakes.
All right. And then at some point in time, you go to a Kangaroo gas station.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that fair?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you testified earlier, I'm going to ask you to think really hard about this. Do you recall who went in and stole the Kangaroo? Or did anyone go?
I don't remember.
Do you remember Dylan going in looking for cigars? By chance?
I don't remember.
There we go. They have to approach. We've got a sidebar. They don't call them side bars here in Georgia. They call them side bars. Let me see. We might have to skip ahead through this one. It looks like they take a little bit of a break. Let's see what the judge has to say. What's going on, Your Honor? What happened? Looks like the jury's leaving. Judge isn't telling us what's going on. Everybody's leaving. Okay, I guess they're taking a break. We'll skip ahead.
Your Honor, at this time I'd like to ask Mr. Finken if I could probably and hopefully refresh his recollection. Mr. Finken, do you remember giving sworn testimony previously about this?
Somewhat, yeah.
And we got some impeachment.
What's been marked as Court Exhibit A, go to page 102.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Here we go. We're back.
Most of us out of pages.
Thank you, Kat. Appreciate you.
All right, let's do A. Put them in, obviously volume order, but Court A, volume 1, Court A, volume 2, Court A, volume 3.
No, they're not done.
Your Honor, at this time I'd like to ask Mr. Finken if I could probably and hopefully refresh his recollection. Mr. Finken, do you remember giving sworn testimony previously about this?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as Court Exhibit A. Go to page 102.
Okay.
And I will tell you this is your portion of your testimony previously.
Yes, sir.
I want you to look at this, if you would, starting anywhere you want to, obviously, the witness can come on. What I'm going to ask you is sort of starting there at 18, line 18 below. Do you see those?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I'm going to have you look over to page 103, starting at page, or line 1 over to line 7. Do you remember?
You got a baby in there.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I intend to ask you the question again about kangaroo. Has your memory been refreshed adequately now with reading?
Yes.
I have that issue. Thank you. I want to put that somewhere. You got a jury going to keep it.
All the evidence in there. Yes, you can use that as let's talk about everything.
That's all I have for the jury.
Ready for the jury?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, he testified. He testified before in the previous trial, and now they're having issues with him saying he does not recall his testimony. Might be an issue here. Here we go. Let's have everybody sit back down.
Before we left, I asked you a question concerning what had happened at what we're calling the kangaroo store. I'm going to ask you again, do you recall if anyone got out at the kangaroo store?
Yes, yes, sir.
Who got out?
Dylan?
Okay. And when you say Dylan, you mean Dylan Wall? correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you recall, if you remember what he bought or didn't buy or came back to the car with, what do you remember?
From what I remember, he went in to buy some Black and Mild wood tip vanillas for the afternoon.
Okay. And Black and Mild wood tips, those are very specific. If that's something you had seen him smoke before.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, also, Lance, you know how long you were there at the store approximately?
I would say 10, 15 minutes, roughly.
Now, when I ask you a question, did Mr. Wall come back with any alcohol in his hand?
No, sir, I do not recall.
Is it your knowledge that alcohol was found in the car, around the car, in the road that night?
Yes.
Where did it come from?
Don't recall where it came from, or the stuff that was found outside of the vehicle. Don't recall where any of that really came from.
What about
Sorry to
inside?
remember.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just hard to remember.
What about inside the car?
Oh, they got the baby right next to the camera.
And just so we're clear, your testimony would be that you were not drinking that night at all?
So, from what I can remember, I hadn't had anything to drink.
Do you remember anyone else in the car having anything to drink?
No, I don't remember.
All right. Now, your testimony is that you left Ellisville, 5 of you in the car, 5 of you got to TJ's house, 4 of you left, then the accident occurred. Is that a proper timeline?
Pretty much, yes, sir.
And you never made McDonald's that you remember?
Not to my recollection.
And you didn't bring alcohol with you from Mr. Wall's house or your house, or Bethany's house, correct?
I don't remember if we did or didn't.
Okay. If you had, is that something you would have done? Is that something we would have expected for you to do on a Saturday night when you were Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Had you ever consumed alcohol at TJ's before?
Yes,
Ames
sir.
said it's me crying.
And if you remember, did you intend to consume alcohol that night?
I think that was the plan, yes.
Okay. Is it fair to say that y'all were on a food run but a beer run too?
No.
Okay. But there's no explanation that you have of where the alcohol came from. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe
But
it's
there were
already in the
stops
car.
Between North Flat Rock Road and
No.
Springs.
There's no stops. I did not stop.
And if you wasn't in your car when you left home, and you didn't stop, and then you left, would you agree on possible collusion with the kangaroo?
No, because I don't know. I don't recall.
And I wasn't there either, that's why I'm asking, because there's a lot of conclusion involved in
Yes.
And you testified earlier concerning the positions of the people in the car, and I want to make sure we're clear about this. You said Mr. Wall was driving, so he would be here. You were here, is that correct? Passenger seat?
Yes.
Okay. And that behind you would have been Miss Chinchilla? Correct.
Yes, sir.
And to the left, behind Mr. Wall, would have been Miss Lindsay, and that's what you remember.
Yes, sir.
And is that what you remember them to be prior to the accident?
What's up, Dave?
Yes.
Now, when this accident occurred, you said you don't have any recollection after that event, is that fair, after the collision?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember your ride to either hospital or anything along that?
No.
Okay. Do you remember EMS or anybody or emergency personnel meeting with you, talking?
I remember Georgia State Patrol showing up at Grady.
Okay.
That was about it.
Okay. Do you remember who that would have been?
No idea. Not by name.
Okay. Fair. It wasn't Mr. Scott, was it?
No.
Okay. It was someone else, was that?
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to ask you a little bit about the intersection itself. How many times have you been at that time, not now, but at that time? How many times do you think you have been?
Yeah, everybody hears the baby.
Around that intersection.
I'd say probably close to about 100 so times throughout my life.
Oh, fair enough. And you mentioned you had just gotten your license 45, 55 days before that.
Yes, sir.
How many times have you driven?
Through that, like actually driving through there.
Yeah.
Probably 5 times, 6 times with me actually driving.
Okay. And you've driven that night, correct?
Yes, sir.
Before on the way?
Yes,
here?
yes,
All
sir.
right. And now you testified earlier about seeing headlights or not seeing headlights. Let's talk a little bit about that. If you would describe to the jury, if they don't know already, and they do.
It
what
doesn't
kind of
matter.
intersection was this?
In my
It was,
opinion, as a juror, it doesn't.
A cut through intersection where the 27 is a split 2-lane or split 4-lane highway, and there's a little median right there where you can cut across to get onto Holly Springs.
And when we say median, we're not talking about a wall, are we? What kind of median are we talking about?
A drive-through median or a pass-through median
Is it grass, trees, what's
is pavement.
okay. And where the pavement isn't, is there trees or grass in that area?
There was grass.
That's all right. And you mentioned that you did not see headlights, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, you were we're here, you're in the
Passenger
passenger side. And you were looking to make what kind of turn, left-hand turn?
Yes.
Is this fair in that direction, towards my left arm?
Yes.
All right. So, the nearest person to the other traffic.
What's your point, man? Get to it.
All right. And so you testified that he asked you, do you see lights?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember coming to a stop?
I remember we were braking. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask again, do you remember coming to a stop?
No, I don't remember coming to a stop.
Okay. Now, do you know approximately how far the Kangaroo Station is to where the accident occurred? Approximately. The 100 times you've been through.
I would say probably about 700 yards, 500 yards, somewhere around in there.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. 5,280 feet in a mile, quarter mile, 80 miles, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes? You don't have to agree with it.
I mean, I'm agreeing that that's how many feet are in a mile,
Okay. Is that about how far it is? About a quarter mile?
roughly.
Okay. And since you were in the car, you remember seeing lights. Let's talk a little bit about it. When you came out of the Kangaroo, what direction did you turn?
Left.
Okay. And do you recall seeing another car on
No.
the road?
I mean, not to my knowledge, there wasn't too much traffic. Traffic was light.
And you didn't see another car in any other lane that you remember going the same direction, which would have been
Benjamin
back
can't stand
southbound.
this, man.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that. No, there was no cars,
Okay.
to my knowledge.
Fair. And then you went and you said you were braking, all right? What
Mhm.
speed were you traveling when you were 700, 800 yards?
I have no idea. I was not the driver.
Okay. I'm asking you, as a driver, as a licensed driver, to stay down and stay Georgia at the time, you have an estimate of it.
No, what?
Probably around 30, 20.
And then you made a left-hand turn.
Don't answer that, man.
So you're in left-hand car, left-hand lane, and you said you were braking. Now, I ask again, did you ever come to a stop?
No, we never came to a complete stop.
Okay. Would you agree that Highway 27 would be the primary thoroughfare between that and the crossover that you described earlier?
Could you explain that differently?
A primary road versus a secondary road. Would Highway 27, the 4-lane U.S. highway, would that be considered a primary road versus the cut-through that you were mentioning earlier, it's paved and you made a left-hand turn?
I would say that would be the primary road.
Okay. And so, he testified to making a left-hand turn. I'm going to ask, and I think do you remember receiving your license before this? Remember taking Joshua's Law, the class?
I never had to.
You didn't have to before that time?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, I didn't have to take it because I was 17 when I got my license, not 16.
Fair enough. Okay. When you took your license, driver's license, were you requested, there was a written portion, wasn't there?
Yes.
And I guess I'm old, I guess it's on the computer, isn't it? There was a computer section, we had to ask questions, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And did, in that class, did you learn about yielding to oncoming traffic?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall yielding telling you that you should slow to a stop to oncoming traffic?
Yes.
Now, so they made this left-hand turn, you testified you did not see headlights, is that correct?
Correct.
At some point in time in the turn, do you begin to see headlights?
I was too busy looking at my phone when Dylan made that initial turn.
He already said
And
and
you
testified he
after
didn't
the
see any
accident, you don't
headlights.
remember
I don't remember anything after seeing the headlights.
Okay. Anything that you may have said or done and captured on body camera, anything you don't recall, correct, from that, and not from watching body camera, but from your own personal recollection, you remember?
I don't remember anything.
Makes sense. He was hit 90 something miles an hour. I mean, I guess he slowed down to probably 60 something.
That's all I have, thank you, Mr.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, may this witness be excused and or remain in the courtroom?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Finken. You are excused. You can remain in the courtroom if you would like to. All right.
All right, shout out to Benjamin. He did not like this defense attorney at all. And I don't blame him. These questions he was asking, he was the passenger. And yeah, we all learned about yielding. But if they didn't see the car, there's no one to yield to. Is he going to blame Dylan for not coming to a stop? And that's possible. This is tough, man. Let me know what y'all think. Defense has a long way to go. We'll have to see.